Have you ever wondered if there's a secret to attracting everything you desire in life? What if I told you that there's a way to rewire your mind, change your reality, and manifest success in just 37 minutes? Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what Neville Goddard, a groundbreaking teacher of the law of assumption, believed. Goddard wasn't just another motivational speaker. He understood something powerful. Your thoughts are not just passive, they shape your reality. He taught that by assuming your desires are already fulfilled, you can bend the world around you to match that vision. But what if you could speed up the process? What if, in less than an hour, you could start seeing the results of this powerful technique? In today's video, we'll dive deep into Neville Goddard's 37-minute technique, a simple yet profound method to manifest anything you want. I'll guide you through how to rewire your subconscious mind, harness the full power of your imagination, and use the law of assumption to attract your desires like never before. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how to use this technique, but also why it's so effective, and how to make it work for you. We'll also explore the science behind it, revealing why it's possible for anyone to change their life, no matter where they're starting from. You'll learn how small shifts in your thoughts can lead to big transformations in your life, and why this technique isn't just a theory, it's a proven method used by countless successful people. Stay with us till the end, because I'll share a few tips on how to overcome doubts and stay consistent with the practice. You don't want to miss these. Welcome to Limitless Mindset, the channel where we unlock the power of your mind to help you achieve the life you've always dreamed of. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any life-changing content. Let's get started. Before we talk about the 37-minute technique, it's essential to understand the foundation behind Neville Goddard's teachings, the law of assumption. This law is simple yet profound, and it's the key to unlocking the life you want. At its core, the law of assumption is the idea that we can create our reality by assuming the feeling of our desires already being fulfilled. You see, most of us think that we have to wait for something to happen before we can feel good about it. For example, we may believe that we need to land a new job before we feel successful, or that we need to be in a perfect relationship to feel loved. But what Goddard teaches is exactly the opposite. He says that to manifest your desires, you must first assume that your wish is already fulfilled and feel the emotions associated with that fulfillment. Imagine you want to be financially successful. Instead of waiting for a large sum of money to appear, you would mentally and emotionally embrace the feeling of already having that money. You would think, I am successful, I have abundance. And this assumption is not just a fleeting thought. It's a deep, heartfelt feeling. It's not about wishing or hoping. It's about knowing, truly feeling, that your desire is already yours. When you begin to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you start to act differently. Your mindset shifts, and your actions align with that assumption. For example, when you feel financially abundant, you may begin making smarter decisions with your money. You may feel more confident and less fearful. The key here is that your internal state, how you feel, directly influences your external world. Our assumptions are not just idle thoughts. They are powerful forces that shape our reality. If you believe something is true, your mind will find ways to make it true. This is where many people get stuck. They assume the opposite of what they want. They assume that they will never be successful, that they'll always struggle financially, or that they're not worthy of love. These assumptions limit their potential and keep them stuck in the same cycle. The law of assumption teaches us to reverse that pattern. If you want to change your reality, you must change your assumptions. Think about a time when you assumed something good was going to happen, and it did. Maybe you assumed you'd get a promotion at work, and then you did. Or perhaps you assumed you'd meet the right person, and eventually you did. That is the power of assumption at work. But it's not just about thinking positive thoughts or daydreaming. The law of assumption is about embodying the state of having what you desire. When you truly assume that your wish is fulfilled, it becomes a part of your identity. You stop striving and start living as if your desire is already a... This idea may sound too simple to be true, but there's something profoundly powerful in this simplicity. Think about it. If your assumption is strong enough, if you truly feel that your wish is fulfilled, your subconscious mind will start to work on your behalf. It will push you toward actions, opportunities, and people that align with your assumed reality. Let's take another example. The desire for better health. Many people struggle with health issues because they constantly assume they are sick or weak. They feel as though they'll never be healthy, and that assumption keeps them stuck. But imagine assuming the feeling of being healthy and vibrant. Imagine feeling strong, energetic, and fully capable of achieving anything physically. When you embody this assumption, your mind will guide you toward healthier habits. You might start eating better, exercising more, or seeking out medical help if needed. It's important to remember that assumptions don't only come from conscious thoughts. Often they're deeply ingrained in our subconscious minds, built from years of experiences, influences, and beliefs. To reprogram these assumptions, you have to persist in feeling and thinking as though your desired outcome is already a reality. This takes practice, consistency, and belief in the process. By continually assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as truth. And once that happens, your reality starts to shift. It's not just about wishing things into existence. It's about changing your internal state so profoundly that your external reality must match it. This is why Goddard's teachings resonate with so many people. They empower us to realize that we are not passive victims of our circumstances. Instead, we are active creators of our lives. Every assumption you make about yourself and your world is shaping your future, even if you're not aware of it. In the next section, we'll dive into how to use the law of assumption in a practical way to manifest what you desire. But before we do that, it's essential to grasp that your assumptions are not limited to big, life-changing goals. You can apply the law of assumption to any area of your life. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships, achieve career success, or simply feel happier, the law of assumption is a tool you can use every day. Now, as we move forward, keep in mind that the law of assumption isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifestyle. The more consistently you practice it, the more powerful it becomes. Your mind begins to rewire itself, and your assumptions start to create the reality you've always desired. Before we talk about how to use the 37-minute technique, we need to understand the true power of imagination. Imagination is often dismissed as mere daydreaming, but in reality, it's a critical tool for shaping our subconscious mind and ultimately our lives. Neville Goddard always emphasized the importance of imagination in the manifestation process, and for good reason. When you imagine something vividly, your mind doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. This is where the magic happens. Our subconscious mind accepts everything we imagine as reality. This means that when you vividly imagine your desires as already fulfilled, your subconscious mind starts to believe that it is indeed your reality. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil, and your imagination is the seed you plant. If you repeatedly imagine something with emotion and conviction, your mind begins to cultivate that seed and manifest it into your physical reality. The more real you make the experience in your mind, the more powerful it becomes. Think about the process of visualizing your goals. You don't just picture a goal in a vague, distant way. To truly harness the power of imagination, you need to immerse yourself in the experience. Imagine every detail, the sights, the sounds, the smells, the feelings. For example, if you're imagining yourself giving a successful presentation, picture the room, the audience, and even the feeling of pride as you speak. The more sensory details you add, the more you activate your subconscious mind, and the faster it begins to align with your imagined reality. This process is not just limited to what we consciously wish for. It's about actively using our imagination to create a reality we desire. One of the most famous examples of imagination's power comes from the world of sports. Take Michael Phelps, for example. The legendary swimmer didn't just train his body for victory, he also trained his mind. He would visualize every aspect of his races, before they even happened. Phelps imagined the perfect strokes, the timing, the water, the sound of the crowd. He visualized winning over and over again long before the actual race took place. This mental rehearsal became a powerful part of his success. In fact, during one of his Olympic races, Phelps's goggles malfunctioned, but because he had visualized the race so thoroughly in his mind, he continued to swim flawlessly and won the gold. Another example comes from Jim Carrey, the actor known for his rise from struggling artist to Hollywood superstar. Carrey famously wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered in 1987 and dated it for Thanksgiving 1995. He visualized receiving this exact amount of money for his work, and, sure enough, in 1994, he received a movie role in Dumb and Dumber that paid him $10 million. Carrey's story isn't just a coincidence. It's a testament to the power of using imagination to manifest your desires. Imagination works not just in big, life-changing moments, but in everyday situations as well. Consider the example of an entrepreneur who imagines the success of their startup. They don't just imagine the financial profits. They picture the team, the clients, the satisfaction of achieving their vision. As they continue to imagine this success, they begin to act with more confidence, make better decisions, and attract the opportunities that align with their vision. Their imagination has become the foundation for real-world action. In the world of business, we also see this principle at work in the stories of some of the most successful entrepreneurs. Elon Musk, for example, has often talked about using his imagination to envision a better future. Musk didn't just dream about creating electric cars or sending humans to Mars. He saw it all happening in his mind first. He visualized the challenges, the solutions, and the impact his companies would have. This vivid imagination fueled his ability to take bold actions, despite the risks and challenges. His companies, Tesla, SpaceX, are direct results of his ability to think big and bring his imagined future into reality. Even in the world of art, imagination is a key factor. Pablo Picasso, known for his innovative and boundary-pushing art, once said, "Everything you can imagine is real." Picasso didn't just paint with his brushes. He painted with his mind first. He imagined things that no one had ever seen before, and his imagination guided his hand to create masterpieces that changed the art world forever. Imagination allowed Picasso to see beyond the ordinary, to manifest a reality that had never existed. Imagination is not a passive exercise. It is an active process that engages both your mind and emotions. When you actively imagine your desires, you are reprogramming your subconscious to align with that imagined reality. The more you engage with it, the more your subconscious mind works behind the scenes to bring it to life. Just as an athlete practices a skill repeatedly, you need to practice imagining your desires until they feel as real as any physical experience. It's also important to note that imagination works in tandem with other mental processes, like belief and assumption. When you imagine something and truly believe it's possible, your actions begin to reflect that belief. Your environment shifts to accommodate the reality you've created in your mind, and doors open where there once were obstacles. Imagination is not just about wishful thinking. It's about creating a mental blueprint that guides your actions and shapes your reality. Now, as we move forward in this video, keep in mind that the imagination is a tool available to everyone, not just famous athletes or entrepreneurs. You have the power to use it too, right now, to begin manifesting your desires. Before we talk about how imagination influences our subconscious mind, let's dive into Neville Goddard's 37-minute technique. This method is designed to help you rewire your mind for success and manifestation. The power of the 37-minute technique lies in its simplicity, and it's a technique that anyone can use, no matter where they are in life. It's a way to fully immerse yourself in the feeling of your desires already being fulfilled, allowing your mind to absorb that reality and begin aligning with it. So, how do you begin? First, you need to find a quiet space. It's crucial that you choose a place where you won't be disturbed, as this will help you focus and create a calm mental environment. Whether it's a cozy corner in your home, a peaceful park bench, or even a comfortable chair by the window, find a spot where you feel at ease and can relax fully. The key is to remove any distractions, so your mind is free to dive deeply into the experience of imagining your desired reality. Once you've found your quiet space, the next step is to close your eyes and relax. Begin by taking deep, slow breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This helps calm the mind and body, signaling to your subconscious that it's time to enter a relaxed state. The more relaxed you are, the more open your mind will be to receiving and accepting the images and feelings you're about to create. The deeper your relaxation, the more effective the technique will be. Now, as you enter a relaxed state, begin to visualize your desire as already fulfilled. This is the heart of the technique. Imagine your goal as if it's happening right now in this very moment. If you desire financial abundance, picture yourself living in your dream home, feeling the comfort of financial security. If you're visualizing a successful career, imagine yourself at the peak of your professional life, feeling the pride and satisfaction of your accomplishments. The key is to see it as real. Don't just think about it abstractly, but immerse yourself in the experience. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more powerful it will be. As you visualize, make sure to also feel the emotions associated with the fulfillment of your desire. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude. Whatever emotions you would experience if your desire were already a reality. This is one of the most important steps in the process. It's not enough to just see your goal, you need to feel it. Imagine the rush of happiness you would feel if you received that promotion or achieved that dream. Imagine how proud and satisfied you would feel waking up in your ideal life. When you connect emotionally to your visualization, your subconscious mind begins to believe that this experience is already true. The next part of the technique is simple but essential. Repeat this process for 37 minutes. Set a timer and commit to fully immersing yourself in this visualization and emotional experience for the entire time. It may feel challenging at first, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Remember, the key is consistency. By committing to this practice daily, you begin to rewire your mind to accept the new reality you're creating. You're essentially teaching your subconscious mind that your desire is already real and already happening. During these 37 minutes, let your thoughts flow naturally with your visualization. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the images and feelings you're creating. This is normal. Your mind may try to resist, but stay patient with the process. Each time you focus on your desire and feel the emotions of its fulfillment, you are programming your subconscious mind to attract that reality into your life. The 37 minutes may feel like a lot of time at first, but with practice you'll find it's the perfect amount of time to fully immerse yourself in the experience. It's important to note that during these 37 minutes, you're not forcing anything to happen. You're not trying to make your desire appear or rush the process. Instead, you're simply aligning your internal world with the reality you want to experience. You're giving your subconscious mind the signal that what you desire is already here. And from that place of certainty, the universe will begin to rearrange circumstances to match your assumed reality. At the end of the 37 minutes, gently bring yourself back to the present moment. Take a few deep breaths, and when you open your eyes, carry the feeling of fulfillment with you. You may notice that your mindset has shifted, that you feel more confident, more certain of your path. The emotions and the assumption that your desire is already real should stay with you as you go about your day. This is where the magic happens. When you walk through the world with the feeling that your wish has already been fulfilled, opportunities begin to show up, and your actions naturally align with your desires. The 37-minute technique isn't just about wishing for something or visualizing it once. It's about reprogramming your mind to truly believe that what you desire is already yours. And when you consistently practice this technique, you'll start to see how your assumptions shape your reality. The more you engage in this process, the more natural it will feel. And soon, you'll begin attracting exactly what you've been imagining. Before we talk about the next step in the manifestation process, it's important to address how to maintain the state of the wish fulfilled. After you've practiced the 37-minute technique, the real work begins in maintaining that state of mind throughout the day. It's easy to feel inspired and confident right after your visualization session, but staying in that state consistently can be more challenging. The key to manifesting your desires is to keep that feeling of fulfillment alive no matter what's happening around you. The first thing to remember is that your thoughts and emotions are always in motion. Throughout the day, your mind will naturally drift, and external circumstances might make you feel less aligned with your desires. However, the more you practice maintaining the state of the wish fulfilled, the easier it becomes to shift back into that mindset whenever you need to. The goal is to stay grounded in the feeling of already having what you desire. This feeling is the magnetic force that attracts your desire into your reality. One way to maintain this state is through affirmations. After your 37-minute practice, take a few moments to repeat affirmations that remind you of your wish already being fulfilled. For example, if your desire is financial abundance, you might say, "I am financially abundant," or "Money flows to me easily and effortlessly." These affirmations help to anchor your mind in the feeling of success and abundance, reinforcing the assumption that your desire is already a reality. As you repeat these phrases, do so with the same emotion you experienced during your visualization. The more you reinforce this feeling, the more you solidify it in your subconscious. Another effective way to maintain the state of fulfillment is by surrounding yourself with reminders of your desire. This could be as simple as having images, words, or symbols in your environment that represent your goal. For example, if your goal is to own a house, you might place pictures of beautiful homes around your living space. If it's a career goal, you could have a vision board with images that represent your dream job or achievements. These visual cues help you stay connected to your desired state, ensuring that you don't slip back into doubt or disbelief. It's also essential to monitor your thoughts throughout the day. Whenever you catch yourself thinking in a way that contradicts your wish fulfilled, such as doubting your success or worrying about setbacks, gently shift your focus back to the assumption that your desire is already yours. One technique to do this is to pause, take a deep breath, and consciously choose to redirect your thoughts. Acknowledge any negative thought, but don't dwell on it. Replace it with a thought that affirms your desire. For example, if you think, "I'll never be able to afford that house," replace it with, "I am deserving of the home I desire, and it's on its way to me now." It's important to remember that persistence is key. You will likely face moments of doubt, and sometimes your circumstances may not immediately reflect the changes you're trying to manifest. But don't let these moments derail your progress. The law of assumption works on a subconscious level, and just like any habit, it takes time to reprogram your mind. Every time you consciously return to the state of the wish fulfilled, you strengthen that assumption and move closer to realizing your desires. Consistency is just as important as persistence. Manifestation isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing practice. Think of it as building muscle. At first, the exercises might feel difficult, and results may not be immediate. But the more consistently you practice, the stronger your belief becomes. Over time, staying in the state of fulfillment will feel more natural, and your external reality will begin to shift in ways you may not even expect. The small, consistent actions you take in maintaining your desired state will compound over time, leading to bigger results. Another important aspect of maintaining the state of the wish fulfilled is letting go of attachment to how your desire will manifest. Often, we get caught up in the details of how things will unfold, but this can create resistance. Instead, trust the process and focus on feeling fulfilled, rather than on how or when your desire will show up. When you release your attachment to the how, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. allowing your manifestation to arrive in the most unexpected and perfect way. It's also worth noting that the emotions you experience throughout the day have a direct impact on the energy you're putting out into the world. Positive emotions like joy, excitement, and gratitude will keep you in alignment with your desire, while negative emotions like fear, frustration, or doubt can create resistance. As you go about your day, practice being aware of your emotional state. If you feel yourself slipping into negativity, take a moment to realign with the feelings of fulfillment. You can do this by taking a few deep breaths, visualizing your desire again, or simply reminding yourself of the affirmation that supports your vision. What it means is that you remain unwavering in your belief that your desire is already yours, no matter what the external circumstances might suggest. Even when things seem tough, your ability to stay in that state of fulfillment will make all the difference. As you persist and stay consistent in maintaining the state of the wish fulfilled, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your life. Opportunities will start to present themselves, and your actions will naturally move you closer to your goals. Trust the process, and remember that the more you practice, the more effortless it will become to stay aligned with your desires throughout the day. Before we talk about the steps to overcome doubts and challenges, it's important to understand that manifestation isn't always a smooth journey. As you begin practicing the techniques that Neville Goddard teaches, you'll likely encounter some obstacles along the way. These obstacles can range from external challenges to internal doubts that arise during the process. The key to success in manifestation lies not in avoiding these obstacles, but in how you respond to them. Every person who successfully manifests their desires has faced moments of doubt and difficulty. But it's how they handle these moments that makes the difference. One of the most common obstacles in manifestation is doubt. It's natural to question whether the things we want are truly possible, especially when we don't see immediate results. When things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like, it can be easy to fall into the trap of thinking that the law of assumption isn't working. You might catch yourself wondering if you're doing something wrong, or if your desires are just too far out of reach. These doubts can start to erode your confidence and shift your energy away from the positive state you've been working to maintain. It's crucial to understand that doubt is simply a part of the process. Every time you encounter it, you have the opportunity to reinforce your belief in the process. Doubt often arises when we focus on the gap between where we are now and where we want to be. The trick is to stop looking at the distance and instead focus on the feeling of having already achieved your goal. Remember, the key to manifestation is not seeing your desire in the physical world, but believing that it's already yours in the unseen realm. The more you can immerse yourself in that feeling of fulfillment, the more doubt will fade away. Another challenge that often arises is impatience. We live in a fast-paced world, and when we want something, we often expect it to happen quickly. However, manifestation is a process, and sometimes things take longer to materialize than we expect. This can be frustrating, especially when it feels like you've been doing everything right. You might even begin to question whether you're on the right path. It's important to remember that the universe works on its own timeline, and just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean that things aren't happening behind the scenes. Patience is an essential part of manifestation. Trust that your desire is already on its way to you, even if it doesn't show up right away. Each time you repeat the process of visualizing and feeling the fulfillment of your desire, you are laying the groundwork for its eventual appearance in your life. The more patient and trusting you are, the more you allow the universe to work on your behalf without interference from your doubts. Another common obstacle is external circumstances. You might face situations or setbacks that seem to contradict the reality you're trying to manifest. Perhaps you're facing financial struggles while trying to manifest. These external circumstances can feel discouraging and make it seem like your desires aren't possible. However, remember that your external reality is simply a reflection of your inner world. If you continue to stay in the state of the wish fulfilled, the universe will rearrange itself to align with your new assumptions. It's important not to give in to what you see in the physical world. Instead of letting external challenges dictate your progress, focus on the internal state of fulfillment. Affirm that your desire is already yours and continue to visualize it with confidence. The more you can stay grounded in that state, the more quickly the external world will begin to shift in your favor. Self-doubt is another obstacle that many people face when practicing manifestation. It's easy to wonder whether you're deserving of your desires, or whether you're capable of attracting them into your life. These feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness can block the flow of abundance and success. The truth is, you are worthy of everything you desire. Your dreams are valid, and you have the power to bring them into reality. Releasing feelings of unworthiness is essential to the manifestation process. To overcome self-doubt, focus on building your self-belief. Start by affirming that you are deserving of all the good things you wish for. Every time you catch yourself thinking that you're not good enough or that your desires are too big, counter that thought with an empowering affirmation. Tell yourself, I am worthy of my desires. I deserve success and happiness. Or, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. As you continue to affirm your worthiness, you'll find that your confidence and self-belief will grow stronger, making it easier to stay aligned with your desires. Another challenge is the fear of failure. The idea of putting all your energy into manifesting something, only to see it not work out, can be terrifying. This fear often arises when we attach too much importance to the outcome. If we focus solely on the result and not the process, the fear of failure can paralyze us. The key is to let go of the need for validation or proof from the outside world. Trust that the process works and that your efforts are never wasted, even if the results aren't immediately visible. In moments of fear, remind yourself that manifestation is not about forcing something into existence. It's about aligning yourself with the energy of your desire and allowing it to unfold in the right way and at the right time. Instead of focusing on the fear of failure, focus on the joy and excitement of your desires already being fulfilled. When you align your thoughts and emotions with the feeling of success, fear begins to fade away. The final obstacle to address is the belief that it takes extraordinary effort to manifest big desires. Many people believe that only certain people can manifest big things, or that it takes years of hard work and struggle. But the truth is, manifestation isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter by aligning your inner world with the reality you wish to create. Your desires are not out of your reach. They are already within you. The universe is always ready to deliver what you've asked for, as long as you remain in alignment with it. In the face of doubts and challenges, the most important thing you can do is trust the process. Self-belief, persistence, and the willingness to stay focused on the feeling of your desire being already fulfilled will carry you through any obstacles. Manifestation is a journey, and while it may come with its challenges, the rewards are more than worth it. Stay committed to the process, and trust that everything you desire is already on its way. Before we conclude, let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We've learned about Neville Goddard's powerful teachings on manifestation, particularly the law of assumption, which is the foundation of attracting anything you desire. We explored how imagination plays a crucial role in shaping our subconscious mind, and how visualizing your goal as already fulfilled can align your inner world with the reality you want to create. We also discussed the 37-minute technique, a simple yet powerful method to rewire your mind for success. By dedicating just 37 minutes each day to visualizing your desires, you can begin to change your reality. Additionally, we dove into the importance of maintaining the state of the wish fulfilled, staying positive and consistent throughout the day. Even when doubts or external challenges arise, persistence and self-belief are key to overcoming them. Remember, the universe responds to your inner state, so staying in alignment with your desire is crucial to seeing results. Now it's time to put everything into practice. Take the 37-minute technique and make it a part of your daily routine. Visualize your desires with conviction and feel the emotions of having already achieved them. Stick with it and trust the process. Manifestation is not a one-time thing, it's a lifestyle. Keep practicing and share your experiences with us, whether it's a small win or a huge breakthrough. We'd love to hear how these techniques are working for you. And creativity makes creation. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and share it with anyone you think could benefit from these powerful insights. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Limitless Mindset, for more content on unlocking your full potential and mastering the art of manifestation. We'll continue to bring you valuable information to help you live the life of your dreams. Stay positive, stay persistent, and always remember, you have the power to manifest anything you desire.